This is Craig.
Hello, you alright people?
Do you recognise him? Almost there now. I'm just going to show you this side with the guys in a second, what I'm doing. But, oh, it's just a lovely evening tonight. Amazing. Amazing! That is, what's, oh, it's a pepper. What are you doing? Mint that. Amazing. Oh yeah. Hello guys, we're back again and we're back with the tent review. If you haven't checked the actual full vlog out, go and check that out. It's the previous video. And yeah, you'll meet Craig there and his chef skills and the incredible time we had. I'll see you in a minute. Bye! Just going to pitch down here because you get the nice view of that rock face over there. Today we're doing a tent review on my new Scarp Ultra 1. Weighs in at the minute with the crossing poles and the arch pole, no footprint, with everything including these, it's 1.7, but this can get down to 1.4 if you want it to. For weather like this you don't really need to set it up the way I am today, but I'm going to put it all in shebang, show you how to set it all up. You've got these little sacrifices though, pack ties. It's lighter, but it just goes down to this. That's fine, doesn't bother me. There's a few things for a compromise that you need to bear in mind with this tent. But for what it is and what it's worth with the headspace and the fact that you can also fit 2 people in it as well if you want, it's totally worth it, I think. So let's give it a shot. So I'm just going to leave that filming and do this as quick as I can. Although it's not too easy to do it quick. I know you can hear the drone, sorry about that, but it's going to have to be that way. So be mindful that when you unpack it, observe how it looks before you unpack it. Take pictures if you need to, because it's maybe difficult if you're not used to these kind of tents to pack back up. A friend of mine said it took him ages. So this comes with cyclone poles and carbon poles. Now I've ordered an arch pole that's also cyclone. This is 7mm carbon for the arch, that bit, but I'd have been advised to get a cyclone, you know, just because it'll be stronger if I'm not using the crossing poles, that is. So you'll see what I mean by that in a minute. So, comes with its own pegs as well. They're ultra light. I'm used to Hillebergs, but I'm trying these out, so I'm excited. I'm just going to guide you through how to pitch it. Not with winds, just how to pitch it. For today, so I'm only getting used to it myself. So, we need to find the doors. And that's correct. I'm going to head this way, so we've got no wind really today on this camp. Right, you want to start by pitching the back end here first. Okay, in the middle. These will naturally stand. Now, you want to pitch both ends in the middle first before you stick the trekking pole in. So we'll do the other side as well. This is my second time doing this. Took me a while the other day actually. I believe I'm ready to show you though. Right, so make sure they're central. We've got carabinos, but I'll get on to that in a minute. Now the thing with this tent, it's a right faff, guys, getting the pole in. It takes 12 times of usage roughly, maybe a few more, before it's easier to put the pole in. So this might take me 10 minutes. So I'm going to speed it up. As I said, it's just because of the material. I'll stick the name of the material at the bottom. Water just drops off this. So you need to go at an angle. I got it because of the water absorption that it has. You need to squidge it as much as you can at an angle. This is the way to do it, as I've been advised anyway. Oh, there's already muck on that. Gosh, that's no good. Right, let's keep going. Keep going. Keep going. But this is when it gets hard, you see. Then you slide it. Must say I'm doing a better job than the last time. This is an act to it, you see. It's noisy as well. Some people might not like that, but I don't think it's going to bother me. So, and, oh, it's broken in the middle. I have this sometimes. Right. Okay. Gonna find the hole and stick it in the hole at one side. You'll see there's a little pocket for it to go in. There you go. And then I have to find the other pocket. Carefully stick it in without snapping anything. We've got the Tarptent 1 in the background. I've never used that brand before myself. We'll be having a look at that later. As you can see, Craig's well ahead of me with all my faffing about. But now we're going to do the sides here, which we're just going to peg in slack at the moment. Just make sure that all the lines are slack before you peg them first. For this type of pitching anyway. That's that. Aye. I ain't going anywhere. And to the other side. I mean, it's such a good freestanding tent. This can be a Soulo, Hilleberg Soulo, and an Akto. Can you guess why I bought it? I've got both of them. So yeah, best of both worlds, eh? And it's lighter than both of them. I'm not saying it's better. I'm not saying that. But I'll be the judge of that over the next few weeks, eh? That's that. Get the tension on the sides. Just make sure, oh, see that? It's not in its case anymore. There we go. It keeps falling out though. How's that? Tighten it up. Tighten that up there. And we're good. So, tighten this side. Solid already that without any guy lines. Mental. There's a bit of a gap with the outer from this tent to the ground, but you know what, I don't find that an issue because I think that's good for air in the tent. And you can always build a snow wall if this is in 4 seasons, because it is a 4-season tent in the end, so it is designed for that. We're moving on to the cross poles now, which of course are not really needed, but we're going to do it anyway. Right guys, so you've crossed the pole. What you need to do first is find the pole sleeves on each side and stick them in, okay? That's all you do. Now, because I pitched this the other day, it's already been adjusted, but what you need to do is when it's new, is you need to pull the pole sleeves up so they're closer to the tent, if that makes sense, because they'll start quite low down, and that means that the poles, when I first pitched it, they were touching the ground like that because it was here, so you need to pull it so it's up more, okay? I've had enough. You can use this tent obviously with just the arch pole in the middle, 50 mile per hour, maybe more even. I mean, the Akto's just a one pole. You've got places you can add attached lines, and you can also peg with your with your poles. Guys, I have set up the pole system because I think there's going to be 30 gusts in the morning coming from the east, which is from the sea. So I've just stuck them up because ideally I want to add a guy line here that I can stretch out this way or that way, and I want to separate these two to individual ones so I can have all different directions. That's good for wind. This is good, but I want to change that. So I've got the back flaps up too, which you can do to add air in. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I might shut this end just because I don't want the wind to swoop in, so I'll shut that end. I'm good. You just want to make sure these are all adjusted the right way, because there was also very important to remember to attach these onto the sides, which I forgot, by the way. Naughty me, don't forget that, because someone was out YouTubing and they forgot to do that, and this whole thing ripped in the wind and they had to bail the camp. So do remember to attach these first before putting these on, just unlike I just did. That is freaking solid, isn't it? Even without the guys. I like that. It's like the Bobcat where it's open in front and you can just lie with the views in front of you. Yeah. Amazing.
It's just got that bit more of a restable under Soulo.
Solid as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's clouded over a bit, guys. What we're doing here is we're just fixing up the guy ropes, tying a little knot, figure of 8 knot, just here, so it attaches like that. So we've threaded it through, okay. Then we're going to get the end of the guy rope, and this is just a double line guy we're doing right now. I find it works good with arch pole tents. So you've done the loop and you're going to stick the other side down that side, keep pulling it until it fastens like this, and then you've got a readjustable guy there, okay? So this time we're going to do it in reverse. We're going to stick it through. This is the tightening side. Okay, through the hole, like that, up, and then figure of 8. And we have ourselves a guy. Long when it's windy, short can be when it's not as windy, but I always put them out long anyway. So I'm making sure it's in line with the pole and the other side here when I'm guying it out. You always need to match with the other side of the tent. I believe with this, the door does stay open when there's no wind, but when it's windy, it's advisable to get a carabiner, just like that. If you are doing it just without the carabiner, roll it inwards, more likely to stay up more rather than outwards. You've got the magnet, but it does come undone. So what we do is we get the end of this, attach the carabiner onto that, and then, as you can see, attach it on to here. Now Hilleberg ground sheets in the inner are 30 strength. Sorry, 90-80 strength. This is 30. That's how the difference, you know. Quite a difference that in strength. So if you're doing rocky terrains, I advise getting a footprint better in this tent so you don't pierce it. I'll be testing to see if it's waterproof enough tonight because the ground's wet and I ain't got my Z-light. I've got my mat though. So This is the door 1. We have 2 doors. I'm going to say hi to our neighbour in a minute. And look at the head height. It's just amazing. 2 people can get in here. It's just a one man tent, guys. So guys, problem fixed with the Carabinos. Door no longer falls down. There you go. That's Craig all comfortable.
You alright, guys? Respecting.
That's Scottish, isn't it? Who's got more Scottish vocabulary than I do, and I'm Scottish in here?
You're Roman.
Well, his dad's Scottish, though. Was Scottish, so you know, it's in the family blood, isn't it? Yeah, Craig just mentioned as well. Yeah, these are a right nightmare. These fasten, these. I'm not a fan of them either. You can just get a clip. There's ways around these things, you know.
2 little pegs. I've got
2 little
plastic
pegs. Yeah.
Just clip them on.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Which tent did you say had the same kind of attachment?
Scottish
Aye.
It's Tarptent.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it must be a tarp thing. These are the adjustments down here too, to tighten
I'll
this.
tell you what I've seen as well. People cut that pole a bit.
They cut the pole?
Yeah.
Why would you cut the pole?
And then it lowers that, so it becomes more of a 4-season.
Oh, but you see, I'll tell you something interesting you've said.
I've done that.
I'm going to tell you what Tom, I'll vlog this because it's
Yeah.
interesting. What Tom said, Tom Heaney, he's a very good YouTube reviewer for tents. He gave me lots of tips. And that's a good point, good idea. But there's an argument against that too. Poles, this is the 7mm pole right now, carbon. Tom has specifically asked me to get
The 9mm.
the 10, is it the 9? The 9mm, because this isn't strong enough on its own.
No.
That there isn't so much an issue for me because I like it. You can make a snow wall and it allows it to breathe.
Yeah. I have seen it done, it's just
People, well, in Scotland, winds can
come under,
which is the thing, but I think there's ways you can, I mean, you can always have both sets of poles with you. The ground sheet 2 footprint is no use from Tarptent, it's just a piece of paper. You can use the Akto footprint, so order the Akto 1 footprint, it goes, and I've got one too, so I'll be using that when I use my footprint. It goes with this. See how you can get 2 people in, guys, easily, and you can leave enough space for 1 porch too. Amazing. Oh yeah. That also comes with its own little carabiner, which not a lot of tents have, which is quite nice. Oh yeah. It's gonna be such a good night. Oh my god. I just realised something, guys, with the tension on these, if you put too much tension on them, too much, me and my Hillebergs, I'm used to it, you can't shut the doors, so you need to make sure they're all tensioned right enough so the doors can shut and open as well. But look at that. Time for DIY! Guys, been out again and just another modification I need to make. There's loads with this tent. As I need to attach a guy line to here and loop it so I can peg these bits down. There's one on the middle of each side, so I can stop the air from coming up, make it more sturdy. Yeah, there is a hole. I'm going to repair it, quite easy fix. They forgot to send me the patches. They were supposed to send me the patches with the tent and they didn't. that's my luck as well. So they're sending it over, but there's I'm gonna have to just put a patch. It should be okay. So that's it. Got its birthmark now, eh? Oh, it doesn't fit. See? All the cyclone doesn't fit at all. Doesn't go in. Have to take it out. You know how I said about how I always haul new tents? I've no frickin' idea how that happened, guys. No idea. Got a flame going, gonna start the chef cooking a cup of tea and
Sun's going.
aye, all set up in there. Spin you round. Aye, it's me, all set up in there. Fantastic, Craig, that is it, well done. Thank you.
Langoustine.
Langoustine, jeez, it's not light, and then where's the naan bread? Oh, guys, this is different for me. So, make it much easier modification.
My tea brewing.
It's brewing all right, aye.